So just a little bit of an update. I'm currently out of the army and I'm at home now. Kind of sucks because as you can see here, I don't really have a lot of room. Like I bought this mat and stuff, try to make it look nice, and then it gets all fucking messed up. But this is kind of where I stage the R7, just because I don't have room here. And then just a few things about this bike here. It is a 2025 Yamaha R7 with a full Tosi exhaust. Got it from a place where I'm gonna be working at, which is kind of cool. I walked in and I literally bought this bike. They asked if I was looking for a job, and I was like, I can be, you know, because I'd love to work at a fucking, like a motorcycle dealership. I think it would be a really cool opportunity for me. I've never done like a sales position or anything before, so it's gonna be like a new experience, because I love like eBay. I love, I guess, dealing with customers, even though dealing with customers has its downsides. I'll say that, especially where I've worked a lot in the service industry. As you can see too, I had to take out one of my blinkers because it was fucking broken. I bought this bike used. Let's see how many miles we're at right now. Probably not that many miles. Yeah, 2,858, which I think is kind of a lot for like only, I mean, it's 2025. I had like this Fast Lane Gang sticker, and I don't watch him, so I had to remove it, and I scuffed the fucking plastic. But I wanted to get a bigger windscreen anyway. Anyway, so I ordered some TST like flush mount blinkers that'll look really good. Apparently there's a few mods you can do where like if you put on the blinker, right? I think my blinkers will actually hyper flash right now. Where are my hazards at? I don't even know where my hazards are. Do I even have, oh, I do. Okay, so surprisingly the hazards aren't hyper flashing. I guess it's only if I do the right turn signal. But there's also a few deletes you can do. Like you can make it to where this headlight doesn't come on at all, which would look pretty clean, like just the front end of this. And then like, look at these blinkers though, guys. These are disgusting, right? And then in the back here, we have the Yoshirama, I think that's how you say it, the tidy tail, which isn't bad, but there's another TST design that goes in here and it looks so much better, dude. They also have another TST tail that like completely gets rid of everything, but I don't really want to do that. I'd like to have some sort of blinker. Like, yeah, it looks cool on like TikTok and stuff, but it's also my first bike and I'm trying to be somewhat responsible and safe. So there's also a little bit more of a surprise in here, but there is a DynoJet power commander, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, I guess that's kind of like a little bit of a rundown on the bike. I don't know if it was properly tuned. I'm hoping that, so after doing some research, like I don't know much about the power commanders at all. So that's something I need to like look into. But yeah, it has a quick shifter. Again, I don't know if that's from factory or not on the R7s. It might be, but it might not be. Couldn't tell you. Quick shifter is actually pretty nice. I'm still getting the hang of it, but it makes shifting just 10 times better in my opinion. But I guess the biggest things I really want to do, I'm about to clean it up a little bit because it's a little dirty, is just get rid of these stock blinkers. They just don't match the whole like aesthetic of the bike. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. You know, it just like, yeah, I just don't like it. It just ruins the whole rear, because I think the tail end of these is beautiful. I really do. I think the Tosi exhaust, I think it's a pretty good exhaust. I'm still feeling it out because a lot of people actually really dislike this exhaust, but I think on the R7 it works pretty damn well. And I say that because, you know, it's a 2-cylinder, right? So it's not a 4-cylinder, but these without an exhaust, because I rode the MT-07 and it didn't have one, same motor and everything, and it was disgusting. When I first was looking at this bike, I was like, is this just a slip-on? But I don't even think Tosi makes a slip-on. I think it's only a full exhaust from what I was researching. And I was looking at the pipes here, and those Johns are not stock. So it's like the polished finish. I was looking on the Tosi website because I was just curious like what all I had. But I need to figure out like a good moto vlog setup, because right now I don't have any like external mic or anything like that. And then all my setup is actually on the other helmet, but at the same time, I don't even want to use that helmet, you know? So I need to figure something out with this. I'll probably buy another chin mount, because chin mount I think is the best. It's holding up great on the other helmet, but again, I don't really use it just because Like when I was on the highway with it, my head was just wobbling. And this one, I don't have any issues with that because it's a lot more sleek and aerodynamic. I mean, obviously, but you got to pay for that, right? This is kind of like an introduction to the R7 on the channel and kind of an introduction to me as well, because I haven't really posted a lot of like personalized content on this account yet. I did like my trip home and I posted like YouTube shorts of like the Camaro and stuff like that. But I think I'd be more comfortable doing bike content. That's something I've always enjoyed. Like since I was a kid, Max is currently pulling out the rug from the, the laundry room. But I think this is gonna be like a great first bike for me, especially going from like dirt as a kid to now. I've test rode the GSX-8R, it's like a 2024 GSX-8R, and I test rode a 2025 MT-07. Literally the same bike, but just the naked version. And I think the R7 just looks beautiful, man. It's just like, I love everything about the bike. The only thing I guess I don't like is the turn signals and then the front. I think the front is a little odd, you know, because it has like the Cyclops eye. I think it can look cool, but at the same time, I'm like iffy about it, you know. Other than that, dude, this bike I think is like one of the best middleweight bikes out there, especially for reliability. And I mean, it's a great bike. It sounds good. I know a lot of people like these for like stunting. I'm not a stunt guy. I don't really plan on ever really doing that stuff. You know, I'd like to learn, I guess, how to pop a wheelie, but not right now. I'm still like learning the fundamentals and the basics of this thing. I've put about, what, 350 miles in the span of, well, I guess over a month and a half. We haven't had a lot of warm days here in the Midwest, unfortunately, so it's been pretty rough to ride, especially when I ride home from work. It is terrible. And then I start this new job here soon too. And I literally went in to buy a bike. I walk out with a bike and a job. Like, when does that ever happen, you know? So I don't know if I'll be doing like content there. Like, I don't know how that all works. I've never done content in front of people really. And yeah, I know these bikes get a lot of flack online. Like they're like, oh, it's just an R7, blah, 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 you know? But I think I'm just playing it smart. I didn't want to start on a 600 because I want to like build up, you know? I don't want to jump on a Ninja 400 either, because I know I'd be bored after test riding those bikes for, you know, I think I put about 500 miles total on like across both of those bikes. So like 250 each. And that was only riding on the weekend, you know. But I wanted to see kind of where my skill level was, what I'm comfortable with, and something that I'll not get bored of within a span of a month or 2 months. Even though Ninja 400s I think would be cool on a track just to like learn, but I don't want to do track days right now. I really just want to like get good at riding on the street. So anyway, I have rambled on way too long. So if you have any questions about the R7, let me know. I have a Honda Prelude and I also have a Camaro SS, but I don't know what type of content I want to do with those. So just be on the lookout for more content on this R7. Okay, I also wanted to show Roxy here. She's my old senior dog. He's so cute. We got Max. So yeah, I just cleaned up the bike. This is like a little post-credit if you made it this far. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.